the 2019 Ramon Magsaysay Award, Jong-ki.
South Korea has one of the highest suicide rates among the world's economically developed countries.
The incidence of teenage suicides is particularly disturbing.
Suicide was officially cited in 2005 as the second leading cause of teenage deaths at a rate of 8.2 students per 10,000.
The causal factors are complex, but what stands out is that more than 50% of the suicides were directly related to school bullying. In 1995, Jong-ki,
a successful marketing executive of a giant Korean electronics company,
was at the height of his career when tragedy struck. While traveling in China, he learned that his 16-year-old son, Dae-hyun, had died of suicide, leaving no clues as to the reason. Kim would learn later from Dae-hyun's friends
that it was repeated bullying in school
that drove him to end his life. The suicide devastated the family. It was no consolation to them that bullying and school violence were not recognized as life-threatening problems by the government or Korean society. Worse, those who repeatedly inflicted violence on his son continued to bully others. Heartbroken, Kim knew he had to do something to channel his grief and to prevent similar youth tragedies. In the year his son died, Kim established the Foundation for Preventing Youth Violence, or FPYV, the first organized effort in South Korea to address school violence as a systemic social problem affecting students, families, schools, and the community at large.
Given public ignorance of the scale and seriousness of school violence, bullying was dismissed as mere fighting,
an abnormal occurrence among teenagers. Government and schools did not want public attention on the issue. Victims and their parents were afraid or just did not want to speak out. Boldly, FPYV's initial activity was a press conference where Kim spoke candidly about Dae-hyun's suicide and the bullying that triggered it. This was the very first time the destructive consequences of youth violence were acknowledged in public. Over the next 24 years, Kim and his staff painstakingly developed a holistic program of detection, protection, and management in youth violence.
Kim led FPYV to run wide-ranging anti-bullying campaigns, which included seminars, rallies, concerts and films, to operate a hotline now handling 30 to 50 calls daily, to dispatch staff to respond to urgent cases, and to lobby for needed government policy.
A groundbreaking law on the prevention and handling of youth violence was finally enacted after 10 years. Today, FPYV offers counseling and mediation services in partnership with Korea's Ministry of Education.
This program pays as much attention to reforming bullies and healing families as it does to protect teen victims.
A campaign against cyberbullying through a digital citizenship program is now ongoing. In 2010, FPYV began offering certificate training programs on youth violence prevention, detection, and management. Since then, thousands of Korean teachers, parents, counselors, police officers, and others have been formally equipped to work on the problem. The impact of Kim and FPYV on Korean society has been profound. A 2018 survey showed that since FPYV started its campaign in 1995, the incidence of school violence has dropped from 20% to 3%. Yet, Kim knows that there is still much work to be done.
He affirms simply,
and I quote, "It was God's command that I contribute my life to this cause. It is my promise to my son." End of quote. A promise he has fulfilled not only to Dae-hyun, but to the good of all
Korean
youth. In electing Kim Jong-ki to receive the 2019 Ramon Magsaysay Award, the Board of Trustees recognizes his quiet courage in transforming private grief into a mission to protect Korea's youth from the scourge of bullying and violence, his unstinting dedication to the goal of instilling among the young the values of self-esteem, tolerance, and mutual respect, and his effectively mobilizing all sectors of the country in a nationwide drive that has transformed both policy and behaviors towards building a gentler, non-violent
Korean society.